Guys, in this video we're going to be looking at ClickStream. We're going to look at some really exciting news. We're going to look at a little bit about the CEO, what he has to say on a lot of good news regarding the current applications, and also something that's going to be really exciting, a new app. Yes, that's right. They have a new app up their sleeve, and we're going to be talking about that at the end of the video. So stay tuned. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, and welcome to another video of Diamond Trading. My name is Daniel, and today, guys, we're doing an update on ClickStream. That's right, ticker symbol CLIS. Now, this is a company that I've done a review on. I've done a few updates on this ClickStream, not recently, but quite a few months ago. And this is actually one of my favorite, and it still remains one of my favorite penny stocks for this year. And the reason is for many reasons. I see this as a promising company with some potential here, especially for one app in particular that I was really excited about. Again, these are penny stocks, guys. Okay, so if you're invested in penny stocks, make sure you have a limited amount of penny stocks in your portfolio. Do not go out exposing yourself to penny stocks so much. And that's what I do. This is what I do. I look at growth companies, mainly value companies, put most of my money in those growth companies, value companies, and then sort of divide myself between the last 15% between crypto and penny stocks. So there are risks. There are risks involved, guys. I'm not going to lie. These are risks that these are things that could either turn out to be very good in the future at a penny stock, or it could turn out to be very bad. Unfortunately, I cannot add more to ClickStream, and the reason for that is because on Trading 2.1 they've restricted. It's still restricted to buy more shares, which is quite frustrating. But anyway, I still have shares, and I do not plan on selling them anytime soon. Again, this is in its early days, guys. There's a lot of a real long way ahead. When I'm talking a long way, we're probably could be talking about a good year or 2 years before really this company is really up and kicking. But over the next few months, we'll see how the evolution of this app in particular, which is Heypal, and another one which is Nifter, progress. I've said this in the other video. WinQuick is one of their apps that I'm not too keen about. I'm more interested about Heypal, but it's not to say that WinQuick can do well. In fact, that's what we're going to go into. We're going to go into the first bit of news, guys. So let's have a look at the first one. So the first one is WinQuick. So this was a couple of weeks, 26th of May, just over a week ago. So we click on that. And they've gone on and they've given a bit of an update on WinQuick in terms of their users. If it decides to load, here we go. So ClickStream announces its WinQuick app increases by 18% in the past month and now exceeds 35,000 unique users. Okay, so good, not bad. An 18% increase in the past month. That's just good. This is sort of one of these things that is quite exponential. Okay, so it will go slowly and then all of a sudden it goes viral, and when it goes viral, that's when we'll be rubbing our hands together. But like I said, I'm not too keen on WinQuick. I'm more keen on Heypal. But anyway, that's not to say that it's still going to be successful. Let's hope that it can go the direction we want, at least with WinQuick. Now, in terms of WinQuick, we've got WinQuick. We also have this one. So there's the second one, which is the most recent one, which is Nifter. Now, Nifter still has coming soon, so we've been waiting for this for a while now. This is actually an acquisition. Okay, so this is actually previously owned by Rebel Blockchain, and now it's become a ClickStream subsidiary. And this is good. This is exciting. We just hope that this is sooner than later. So there's a lot of hype, a lot of trend on NFTs, music NFTs in this case, and this is exciting. This is something that's going to be really good, and I'm really excited to see more news about it. Unfortunately, we don't have much news about it, and I imagine they're sort of building their platform, and then they'll release it anytime soon. Hopefully for the summertime. It'll be quite good timing in the summer. Before, it will be good. So that's a little bit, that's Nifter, okay, and then we've got our third one, which is the favorite, which if we go back, let's have a look. We have Heypal. Okay, so this is actually today's news, guys. Now this is today's news, and this is exciting. So they're actually announcing, they're preparing their launch in the US on the 15th of June, on a Tuesday. That is. That is to note that it will be on the iOS App Store. So if you have a Google phone, it will not be compatible. In other words, they're not going to bring it out to Google Play yet. They're bringing it straight out onto the App Store. So good. So this is exciting. This is going to be really exciting, and this is going to be a real true trigger to see how we react with this, because we need more English speaking users on there. Okay, a lot of people want to learn English, and I think when the US launches on the 15th of June, this could be good. So I'm really excited about the 15th of June. And again, that's only that's a couple of weeks ago, so not that far away at all. Now, to date, the social app, the Heypal, has actually received 800,000 messages. Okay, they've done 195 translations, 6,000 posts, 36,000 likes, and over 16,000 unique users since the app was beta launched less than 4 months ago. Okay, so that was yeah, so time's gone really quick. 4 months ago. So in 20 countries, got Australia, Taiwan, Spain, where I am, Ireland, etc., etc. The list goes on. Okay, so good, the guys. This is really good news. Remember, they have 3 companies. They have WinQuick, Heypal, and Nifter. So that's a little bit on the latest news. What I want to do, guys, we're going to look at pricing. Before we go into the pricing, I'm going to have a look at see where we've got our support and resistance lines. We're going to have a look a little bit of what the CEO has said recently, because he's been on the on some press recently. So we're going to go in to have a look at Frank Magligetti to see, I hope I pronounced that right, to see what he has to say. So a little bit of for those of you new to this company, this penny stock, then we can have a little bit understand what the company is about to give us a feeling to see where they're going.
So ClickStream is a publicly traded company on the OTC, and basically we're a provider of mobile apps and digital platforms. We essentially either create these apps ourselves, or we're opportunistic. We go out and we acquire them from startups or individuals. But usually on the acquisition side, we buy them very early in development. And once they come into our entity, we create value by putting them through our process. And so we incubate these apps, these digital platforms, and as you incubate, you nurture, you develop, and in that sequence, you're creating value.
Okay.
So we're a value creation entity.
So that's quite a useful word, a little bit of vocabulary there, incubate. Okay, so incubate is quite an interesting view to look at a company. So when they acquire, they're taking on everything that this company or this platform has, and then they're sort of gradually growing this company inside. So it's not a company they take on and it gets big within a few days. This is sort of things that takes time, and I think they've got a good team behind in ClickStream. They've got to have a good team that are capable of doing that. So that's quite promising. So the next thing, let's have a little bit on here about the Heypal. This is what we want to hear. Heypal. What is Heypal? What's it all about?
Sure. We're very excited about Heypal at ClickStream. We acquired the concept about 6 or 7 months ago, and we put it into our development process, and we hope to launch it, and we're very confident that we're going to launch it in June of this year worldwide. We're currently soft launched in about 20 countries, and we'll worldwide launch that in June. So let me tell you a little bit about Heypal, because it's very disruptive to the language learning segment. So as you know, if you want to learn a language, it's basically either you go to class or it's on your computer, and it's very static learning. You know, good morning, good evening, how are you? And it's memorizing phrases and dialogues. What we've done to disrupt that is we're really the Facebook for language learning. So Heypal, the backbone of Heypal, is actually a social network. And we've developed technology within that social network that allows you to communicate around the world with anybody that wants to learn a language. So let's just say you live in Spain, I live in the US, and I want to learn Spanish and you want to learn English. We develop a dialogue. It's very dynamic and it's engaging, right? It's interactive. So it's almost, if you think about immersion learning, you're doing that through your social media. So we're talking that it's translating my language into your language into my language. And I'm learning as we're communicating. And we can do it one-on-one. We could have 5 people. We can chat. We can video. So it really turns the language learning business upside down.
So let's have a little bit of a listen on Nifter, okay, which is the one we just talked about, the NFT company that this just acquired.
Is that also an app? And tell me about when that will launch.
Again, Nifter was an acquired asset where it plays in the NFT space. And it was fundamentally really just a small startup company. They hadn't even started programming yet, but we love the concept. And the concept is a marketplace for NFTs. If you think about eBay, and where our ecosystem is music and music-related items. So we've created Nifter, a marketplace for NFTs associated with music. We use the Ethereum blockchain. And so what our basic value proposition is, this is a safe place for you to sell your NFTs, right? So this, and because NFTs is very new, people are selling them and commerce is taking place. You know at Nifter that your NFT is going to be held in our crypto safe, and there will be derivative selling. So you come up with a, you're a rock star and you come up with an album cover that you want to create an NFT. You put it on our marketplace, you sell it there, and then it goes into our safe to the new buyer. Then that buyer may choose to sell it. It's still in our safe. He sells it or she sells it to somebody else. It stays in our safe. So we're really the repository for these NFTs. And we believe that's the safest place to be relating to an NFT. We don't want to create NFTs. We believe someday that it may look differently.
So guys, this is the last but not least. This is actually quite exciting. This is what we want to hear. The question is there any more apps to come? Do we have anything in store? So let's see what Frank has to say here.
We've done a lot of research, a lot of data gathering, and we believe early learning is a place that we want to play. From the age from 5 to 10, we believe is a ripe environment for an app. And it's basically, if you think about an app to educate kids from 5 to 10 and take them through a sequence of learning about a certain subject. And it'd be a fun subject, right? It'd be something that is engaging enough where they'll come back and keep playing. And that'll be our first, when we launch it, it'll be our first pay-to-play app. If we get into that space, which I'm hoping we will, it will be a pay-to-play right from the very beginning.
Okay, interesting. And then you have an option to purchase WNRS. So that's winners. I know it's a company of LasVegasWinners.com.
Yeah, so, Vegas Winners, yep.
VegasWinners.com. So, how did that business structure come about? And is that something you might exercise in the future?
Yes. So with Vegas Winners, the CEO of that company, Wayne wrote, basically for the last 40 years, he has been a handicapper, and he came to us to reestablish himself in this new environment. And so we funded him. So ClickStream funded the real startup of Vegas Winners. And for that, we took an option back. And we have an option that's sitting out there that we've extended a couple of times to purchase a significant piece of Vegas Winners. Our full intent is to exercise that option. So our shareholders benefit from our strategic and tactical plan quickly.
Okay, so very interesting. Yeah. It's an interesting business model, and certainly a growing area. I mean, with data, and I mean, they say data is oil, so you're right in the middle of it. So thank you so much. It's great to join us and hear about ClickStream.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jane.
Okay, guys, I'm not sure you heard that, so let's play that part back.
And for that, we took an option back. And we have an option that's sitting out there that we've extended a couple of times to purchase a significant piece of Vegas winners. Our full intent is to exercise that option. So our shareholders benefit from our strategic and tactical plan quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, so guys, a little bit of a hint there. So this goes through, and this goes, our shareholders, you and I, benefit from this. Okay, so this is good. The question is when. The question is when, because it keeps on getting extended. But yeah, this is promising. So guys, there's some good information in here, very exciting news. Also have a look at what you said about the new app, an app for children from 5 to 10 years of age for learning, which is another thing they have up their sleeve. So we'll see when that comes out. We'll see a little bit more about that. So we start to have a look at price. In terms of price, if you remember back in February that we had real all-time highs. Okay, so we had 60 cents all-time highs. We had a sudden drop, and now this wasn't anything specifically to ClickStream. This was the whole market. If you remember, back in the middle of February, this is when the market went down. So yeah, so we came down to had a big correction on a lot of companies, especially on the OTC market, and yeah, we've been consolidating ever since. We've been on a downtrend ever since this, in between this channel, with the exception of here. It went up quite high, I agree, but we have been pretty much solid between these support and resistance levels. We did break through here exceptionally at one point, and we broke back through the support level, and again it tested and it found that level again, which was quite promising. So it shows that this downtrend is actually at the moment consolidating. So we start to look at the levels we haven't really for the last month. So really since the 3rd of May, as you can see here, 3rd of May, we've been consolidating with it in this sort of range, which normally is quite a good, sign. I like to see some consolidation, and it's not to say that it's going to go up, but we could see some good results very soon. Let's hope, at least. Now this is a level we can be a bit less accurate. We could actually say bring this level down, look at those points and say we've broke through the level of resistance, but I wouldn't say. I would leave this level where we are at the moment, which is round about here, and I would like to see this level be broken. So at the current level it is at the moment, which is around at 14 cents, if we can break to the 16th, if we can get to 16, so let's have a look at this level here. So this level, I would say, is quite a good level to be breaking. So let's say, yeah, I would say 16 is a good level to be breaking. So we want to see 16, the price go over 16 for us to start to see a little bit more of a bullish move to the upside. So again, this is short term. We're looking at short term. I'm looking at the long term, and I'm hoping that the long term we will be going back to these levels we have seen back in February. Now the question is it still a good buy? Yeah, personally from my point of view, yes. I would have liked to be buying at these prices. This is ideal price. I can't buy more, but if you're willing to take the risk and you believe in this company, and you do have a platform that you can invest, then yeah, I would. My personal point of view is it's still an investment. Okay, it's a risk, but it's still a good risk from my point of view. So guys, that's a little bit on ClickStream. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, just make sure you hit that like button. That really helps my channel grow rather. I can't even speak anymore. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys, because that really helps my channel grow. Guys, thank you for watching. Take care and speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye now.